The question is, can modern psychiatry deal with today's mental problems? I repeat, can modern psychiatry deal with today's mental health problems? It's a very important question. So, I would say, what is psychiatry? The answer is yes, it can deal up to a point, not completely. Because psychiatry is the study of the mind. And you can study about the mind, but you need the intellect to intervene in dealing with the mind. So, it is many a time psychiatry is essential because a person is in an extreme state of depression. You need some medical aspects to calm their mind, to numb their nerves, so that they become relatively in a receptive mode to think, reflect, or be receptive to, or take guidance of others. So, that's why it is psychiatry up to a point is okay. Initial stages, when I say initial stages is okay, because there are certain aspects which is because it deals with the mind, and extremely turbulent mind. Let me tell you, spirituality may not help. Extremely turbulent mind, you need to quieten the mind for a certain period of time so that it becomes receptive for higher thinking. That's why I say psychiatry is okay. It's yes, it helps initially for a short period of time, and that too, as far as medication is concerned, it's okay. But the problem is, if you don't go to further, meaning, see, you become dependent on the medication. You are now stressed out, you take a medicine, you take a pill, you pop a pill and try to deal with it. So you become dependent on the medication for any kind of a mental issues. That's why initially it's okay, but you need Vedanta. You need the intervention of intellect and the higher knowledge. That's where you need the guidance of a higher intellect, which will eventually help you to deal with it. That's why so it is through spiritual counseling. It is improving on your mind and intellect. So you got to understand, the subtle controls the gross. The mind is gross, the intellect is subtle. The subtle controls the gross. The gross can influence the subtle. It is a nice. That's why I know all this. When I mentioned about a person is what shall I say? It's extremely turbulent. The mind is turbulent. They may need medication. Psychiatry in that form is fine. But it is the intervention of the intellect which is essential. Therefore, spiritual counseling is of utmost necessity for such people. When I say, see, the words of Swami Vivekananda, he said, conquer your mind, you'll conquer the world. Fall a prey to your mind, you become a victim of the world. Many of them who are victim of the world, initial stages, be cautious. You got to withdraw from all the turbulence. For that, psychiatric treatment is fine. But that alone is not enough. That alone cannot be enough. It is, it's like in education, there is the primary education, there is secondary education, there is your undergraduation, post-graduation. To get into the undergraduation, you got to go through a certain stage. So therefore, once you are in that stage, you need spiritual counseling. You need the study of the intellect far more. And as a result, the intellect helps you to become objective with your mind. It is, if mere in my experience of dealing with psychiatrists and people initially, and then after a while, we suggest that get into the spiritual alignment, and then it is very different. So, my answer is yes, the modern psychiatry is essential initial stages, but after a while, they need spiritual counseling. They have to, their intellect has to be trained in a better way. They have to take guidance of a higher intellect. They need to follow a certain discipline. As a result, the mind is able to be quietened. Beyond the point. See, how long you want to be dependent on a pill or on certain other external factors for your peace? That's what I'm saying. Through spiritual alignment, your intellect is developed. As a result, you're able to deal with the mind. So, that's my answer to you, Karen. I hope you are okay.